backism. I'll probably bored when I'm having a let's play. They got an update that I can't download because I don't have no room on my hard drive. So let's see. Santa help with costumes. Not including season pass, so you can buy that shit. Same costumes we released from Zero Life 5. Added a unlockable costume for Lane Fang. Default costume you like by player points. That's nice of you, but since I didn't get the update, I probably won't be able to do anything with that crap. You know, I couldn't update it. Yeah. They released Rachel, a character that appeared in Dead or Alive 5 last round. Yeah. Don't really care. Also, doesn't seem like they're gonna release an ultimate version on disc or anything of this game. I think they're treating this game as a service. I would love to see an ultimate when everything is on disc, but I think that'll be asking way too much from Team Ninja nowadays. Because I think Team Ninja is probably on a strict budget. You know, it'll be cheaper. It'll be a lot cheaper. You know, for them to just freaking, you know, just treat this series as a game as a service, and you know, just milk the DLC for all it's worth. And I believe that's what's gonna happen. And you know, it is what it is. It's not that I hate it. It's not that I don't like it. I'm just indifferent. Call me being old-fashioned. I miss when, you know, games just were all game. You know, a whole game was on disc, and I knew it was a slippery slope when, you know, DLC was introduced, and you know how far it was going to get taken, and it got taken to the nth degree. It has. When you pay basically, you know, $60 for a game, in this case Dead or Alive 6, and it's pretty much, was incomplete, it was lacking modes, it was even lacking ending victory animations. It was just, you know, threw together, put out, had horrible marketing, it had a dumbass director talking about he was just going to lower all the fan service that pretty much this series has staked its claim on. And, you know, they put all this shit in here, and, you know, as a diehard fan, it's sad. It's sad to see what has happened to this series of games. It's really disappointing. It's really sad. At this point, I wouldn't care if this series just faded into nothingness at this point. I wouldn't care. I'll be like, yeah, you know what? You know, I own all the games. If this is the last DOA game, then so be it. You know, that's how I feel. Cause it's bad. This is just ridiculous. And it's like, I don't even appreciate that with Street Fighter 5. It's like, I was disappointed when I bought Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition and I had to find out that I had to wait another 2 hours for the content to download. Basically, on that Arcade Edition disc was Street Fighter 5 Vanilla, and it came with a passcode to give you access to get all the characters, and then you had to download, you know, all the extra modes and stuff that was a part of Arcade Edition. It was not on the disc. It was not. And at the time, you were better off paying, like, yeah, you could get a copy of Street Fighter 5 back then for like, sometimes like $10. But now, Street Fighter 5 Vanilla has shot up at GameStop, but I think GameStop's closing down. They're raising their prices on all their shit. That's not noticed on Black Friday. Street Fighter 5 at GameStop right now is like $15.99 used. And it's like, damn, what the hell? You know? So it's like, you know, I'm gonna check out Championship Edition when it comes out in February. You know, make sure I read the back of the box before buying it. If this says anything about, you know, I have to have an online connection to get the rest of the content, I am not buying that shit. Hell no. That was so disappointing. You know, reading that shit. So it's like, ugh. So disappointing. And it was not like I didn't like Street Fighter V. I was just very, very disappointed in the fact I spent $40 and I had to download roughly 4 gigs of shit. You know, stuff that, you know, I basically paid $40 for vanilla Street Fighter V. That's what I paid for. I paid for that and to have access, you know, to the characters. It's like I think I still would have got the Arcade Edition update, but I wouldn't have had all those characters. So I just paid roughly like $25 in DLC. And it was like, gotcha! You know, that's how they got you. It was like, shit. Wow. That was some bullshit. But here I am, playing Dead or Alive 6. Probably, it's just so disappointing. What the hell? Oh, I didn't get the update. Oh my god, so don't tell me. I played a lot more shit. Oh, I'm on time attack. Okay, never mind. I'm tripping. I thought it was the basic arcade mode, but I'm tripping. But, we're gonna go through hard just to get warmed up. Hard mode isn't really hard. Hard to me is normal difficulty. The outfit? How'd I do the costume? Okay, how'd I do the costume? I don't even know how to do that shit. Oh, there we go. You gotta push R1. Well, at least they gave us these outfits. You know, they gave us stuff with another thing that I got annoyed with the certain things, I made a comment that I ended up debating with somebody in the YouTube comments on one of the channels I follow called Emery Ray. And the idiot was talking about that this series is no more for its gameplay than the fan service. And it was like, oh my god, who is this dumbass? And I was trying to tell him, like, look, I've been playing this game for 20 years. I got a shitload of magazines and everything that never said. It was like there was only probably a handful of reviewers that ever said that DOA ever had, you know, freaking deep gameplay or anything like that. And I'm using like old school. I'm old school. I've been playing this character since DOA 1.
Justice will prevail, or something.
Yeah, or something. But yeah, I was debating with this dumbass. And I think the debate lasted a good 2 or 3 days. And I think the person was just trolling me and trying to match my long-winded comments with his long-winded comments. He was trying to out-long-wind me, but not really using any facts to back up his bullshit. So this last post, he was like, you know, it's fine if this... Like, I told you that DOA 6 is locked. It's locked out of the game. It's locked, sales-wise. It's like, your ass, you know, fake. He said the game is fine if it sells only 10,000 copies. I just was like, okay, that just killed all your credibility arguing this point. Dude, 10,000 copies for a game that probably cost, you know, probably maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars to make in terms of manpower, you know, marketing. You got to pay director, Shiburi, production, you get stuff on disc, all that stuff. That costs probably 10 times, maybe 30 times, maybe 50 times, you know, 10 grand. And it's like, oh my god, this idiot. If Dead or Alive 6 only sold 10,000 copies, I think at that point, Team Ninja just might as well close. It just might as well close at that point. But yeah, the dude was a total dumb ass.
It's so nice to meet you.
So that just ruined my day.
Sorry, but this fight is mine.
Argue with stupid people on the internet concerning, you know, this game and this series. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Dead or Alive, but it's funny. It's like, even though I talked a lot of shit about Dead or Alive 5, I had a love-hate relationship with that game. I played it a lot more than this. I played Dead or Alive 5 through its whole lifespan, which is a good 5 years. Probably more. Yeah, because I think they ended their... Yeah, they did have a freaking, you know, their championship series last year. And then that's when they made the announcement that it was pretty much done. And, you know, the director and the guy leading the whole, you know, championship series said its goodbyes. And everybody's like, oh, that's the end of DOA. They're not making any more DOA games. And me, I wasn't even sad. I was not sad at all. You know, everybody, you know, speculated it was the end, and then what, how many months later? Like around November, October, November. I would say November of last year, they announced, you know, they showed a trailer of Dead or Alive 6. And I was like, well, what the hey? You know, and you got Kasumi the ninja outfit, and they showed a video, and they got, you know, even the FGC paid attention because a lot of people were like, oh, Dead or Alive is dead. No, what took it so long is Tina's whooping my ass. But no, Dead or Alive, you know, came back as alive. Oh my god, she just hit me out of my eye with it. So the computer's putting up a fight because it's stage 4. Yeah, when you get to stage 4, the computer gets a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, that would usually last hit get counted. Just like cancel it. Wow. Yeah, a lot of things don't stun that often in this game. There's like stuns happens on counter hit. They really nerfed the stun system in this game. In 5, you can milk the stun system hard. Even in 4, even in, you know, stuns are a big part, you know, Dead or Alive, but stuff that Lei Feng used to stun people don't stun no more. Yeah, I admit I took real advantage of the stun system in the previous games, but in 5, you know, I didn't take advantage of all the options it had. In my opinion, this game doesn't really need any extra fluff. It doesn't. It doesn't need no meter. It didn't need no critical blows. I could tolerate the power blows, but it didn't really need the critical blows because that burst the freaking, it broke the triangle system. Let's get this party started. And I'm glad they got rid of that. But I do notice in this game that in certain stun states or whatever, you can't counter out of it. Yeah, she can only get that stun off a counter. Oh wow, sidestepping done. Yeah, sidestepping take meter in this game. So a lot of your moves, you know, take meter. I understand they're trying to add a little bit more. Oh wow, got it. Trying He's actually good. Oh wow. Yeah, a lot of stuff doesn't stun anymore.
Justice will prevail.
Justice will prevail, or something. But yeah, this game, I don't know what to make of this game. I end up getting it again on sale for like $25, $24.99 used at GameStop. But it's like, it collects dust for the most part. I think I played my WWE 2K19 more than this game.
Let's fight.
Wow, no stun whatsoever. It's like there is no way. Oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Oh. Yeah, you'd only get a 50-50. Wow, hold up. Damn. This is stage 6. Okay. Yeah. I can't get hit. Actually, Hanukkah, I can range her out. She does have some movement close. I didn't try to go to her.
Get ready, fight!
Wow. Wow, Peter got me. Stage 6.
What?
Hanukkah and her hunkers.
Really hurt that much?
Yep, you got me, hunkers. You can finally put up a fight. No holding back. Oh yeah, those these last minute freaking what do you call them? These titles from this anime. Team Ninja's still licensing stuff from anime like they did in Dead or Alive 5. I mean, it's like it got to the point where I had to finish strings. He was blocking a lot. Get out of here. There we go. Give me that perfect. Got over. Yep, that's only one button.
Justice will prevail. Or something.
Yeah. Or something. Yeah, I think I'll spend some time playing this game tonight, but
I'm ready to fight.
there's no need. I might pop in Dead or Alive 5. This is the only way that I'm going to be able to play that character. If they came in the game when you bought it, or when you bought it. Peter will sidestep you.
Get ready,
Try to sidestep. Remember to choose the shooter. Sidestep. How did she get that spell? Yep, had to choose the computer. And no taunting.
This is real Tai Chi Chuan.
Oh, there's another pose. Yay, there's a different Lin Tang pose.
I will finish this. Nothing personal.
So sorry, but this fight is mine.
Ow, that was the most passive Mayate ever. I don't think I even play it that well.
This is real Tai
Tai
Chi
Chi
Chuan.
Chuan. At least they give her different poses. I finished the time attack, but I might put this on the hardest difficulty. I still got beat by Honoka, but gotta get those DOA reflexes up. Wow, we need to level up. Then again, what to see it. Okay. Hey, in Russian. Hey. Challenge completed. Okay, well that's nice. Let's try another course. I think another thing that sucks is the fact you don't unlock the freaking story mode cutscenes just to watch them. You have to play through them in order to watch them. Wait, let me check just in case. Story. Yeah. Oh, you guys can't see it because they got rid of the. They won't show what's in the story. Go back to the freaking fighting. Go to arcade. Go to master. Haven't played this difficulty yet. Alright, you put R1 to bring up this menu and select the character. It was funny, even when I saw like the videos of this game and early gameplay from like Evo last year, I was not impressed.
This fight is
I
mine.
was not. It's like the DOA 5, the lighting is even more brighter. Right out of it too. Wow. If I was playing against somebody who's got like, they would have threw me out of that. They would have threw me out of that low kick. I think you can throw punish that low. I think you can throw punish that low. Got late things, glutes. I swear this game was made such a budget. It was made on the budget to save Dead or Alive 5 models. Oh my god, this game. Then early on, they made it where you had to put in
So
a
sorry,
shit ton of
this
hours
fight is
and
mine.
play the game a lot so you get skill points to unlock costumes. Like, oh my god. You can't give her space. You give her space, it's fun. Wow, that is stunning. I just had to hit that, man. I do not want to get Lucy's 30.
Get ready.
Wow, good counter. I got a parry? Now, this went to her.
Justice will prevail.
Ooh. See, I like the lighting in this stage. Yeah, lower lighting looks so much better. There should have freaking like glow above lighting. It's like they put the light on the camera. It's like you're holding the camera phone and the light is just on a. It's the only DLC I got. When you pre-order this game, you got Kingu for free. Neo Kingu.
This is your last chance to run away.
But I got a.
Okay, let's fight.
Finish.
I'll go back.
That boy. Tried to spit away. Woo, boy.
Get ready.
Looks like I got that loose. I hate that dude. Every time I played Ayane, put so much awesome. Right back at ya. Come on. Gotcha.
Winner.
Justice will prevail.
That was
Or
fun.
something.
Yeah, this is one of our favorite costumes from way back in like Dead or Alive 1. This is one of Lei Fei's classic costumes. The little black street outfit with the shoes. But there were better versions of it than this one.
It's so nice to meet you. So sorry, but this fight is mine.
Corporal mix-ups. And then again, he was like that in 5 where he had a lot of fake strings. No countering. Too bad a lot of her good attacks are mids. She is so easy to counter. But once she gets started on you and gets her mix-ups going, oh, she can put you away, boy. But yeah, this is how I pretty much got good at these games, was just playing offline single player a lot. And then when a small DOA community kind of grew around my area, you know, then I started like bringing my console and the game to like comic stores. And then I started a little small dedicated group of players, ran a few locals.
I will do my best.
And, you know, started becoming engaged in the DOA high-level community, chatting on the forum, playing them online. And this was basically before the 2010s. You know, even though it's like I try to get back into it after around Dealer Last 5. This little mix is annoying. I do not like this component player. Once he gets in, got you. Got you with that hold. Oh wow. Oh, that's my combo. Oh no, that's not my combo. That's our max combo. That is our max combo. Oh, she got it. You little. Oh wow, she was like, get out of here. Oh wow. And she boot kicks me. She didn't even let me get started. She was pretty smart. Oh, cool. Nice counter. Yeah, 100% you problem. She was just pushing buttons. If I had a kill combo, that would have been a wrap. But I got it.
This is real Tai Chi Chuan.
Yep, that is real Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi Chuan. Tai Chi Chuan. Too bad my Wi-Fi internet is pretty shitty, otherwise I'll be going online. Trying to beat people. Emphasis on trying. Look.
Okay, let's fight.
Try to get me. Really trying to get me with that attack. Yeah, oh, that's who was from, oh, why did I try to throw? Got it. Why did I try to throw? What was that?
Or something.
I'll play with you until you break.
Okay, let's fight.
Fight! Get ready!
All her beaters. Got me off a wait. Oh god, get my meter on that. Alright, handy dandy throws.
This is real Tai Chi Chuan.
Who we got last? It might be Rig, it might be Jen Lee, it might be Diego, it might be Big Ass Bass. Those are my choices. Hey, I was right.
Call on me
Big Jen Lee.
anytime.
And Jen Lee
Okay,
is annoying.
let's fight.
I'm gonna get those hits in here. Ham on his ass. It's time to breathe. Okay. There. A lot. Ugh, that was easy.
Bagged myself a dragon.
That was master difficulty. She said she just jacked up a dragon. I was an ass whooping. That's because I warmed up. That's not even a high score, but I was in ass whooping mode. I didn't feel like losing. And that was the master difficulty, people. Wow, I'm player level 25. Fighter level 9. Got more costume parts. Yay. There were times when I would just go through arcade mode and play this game for hours. But it's not even 40 minutes and I'm already kind of tired of playing this game. That ought to tell you something. That's kind of sad when you think about it. It's like a game I used to play for hours and now I can only tolerate barely 40 minutes playing this game. Still haven't unlocked this outfit yet. See, I could buy these, but they cost 20,000 player points, which is nuts. I haven't even unlocked a lot of these basic outfits. Okay, I unlocked that one, but I don't have 20,000 player points. That's very nice. That's a very sexy dress there. Let's see. Unlock a good chunk of the dresses. Yeah, the jackets, these outfits are very uninspired for most of the characters in this game. It is what it is. It's like, let's see. I swear, it's like they made her boobs like hell. That's smaller in the bikini top. The boob physics are weird. It's just hecka weird. I think they made them weird and wonky on purpose because they did catch shit about it before the game even came out because there was no boob physics at all, and so they made it really wonky on purpose in this game. Quite a few outfits. Pirate. Ugh. That's a nice bikini. And then we got the bunny. It's funny because this is a costume. Well, not this type, but she did have a, I think, sort of like a bunny costume in Dead or Alive 2 Ultimate. So that was the thing about Itagaki. When he gave you stuff, he gave you stuff. Except for Dead or Alive 3. Dead or Alive 3 didn't have no outfits. None. 4 had an okay selection, but DOA Ultimate 2 had a crap ton of costumes, and I've been spoiled ever since. But Dead or Alive 1, the first one had a lot of costumes. 2 didn't have too many. But Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore had more, and you know, that's how they did it back in the day. They would just release another game, you know, just release another game. Like, granted, I know now it's all about being, you know, cost efficient, and you know, they don't want to just put out via patches or updates. You know, that's fine, that's understandable, but if I'm paying $65 after tax, or yeah, roughly almost $65, more like 63 something, you know, I want more bang for my buck. I don't want to buy a half-assed game and then wait over a year, 2 or 3 years, or yeah, wait a year for that game to be a fully fleshed out game. You know, but that's what happened with this game. You pay $65, you got a bare bones game. This game didn't have a lot going for it at all. Dude, even the most, you know, biased fanboys were kind of not liking this game. They were like, man, what happened to this game? Yeah, she had no boob physics in the early playthroughs of this game. No jiggle physics on her. It's funny because Sonic's Fox don't even travel to play this game. It's like if it's at a tournament that he's playing for a different game, he'll probably sign up to play. But you know, as far as, you know, staking his claim as being a dominant player, not so much anymore. And I came to notice over time that certain versions of a game appeal to certain types of players. Like, for me, Dead or Alive 5 was not my Dead or Alive. It was not the type of game I like. Dead or Alive Ultimate was my game. Dead or Alive 4 was my game. You know, it was simpler. There wasn't too much, you know, complications. You know, I didn't have to be the most technical player. I didn't have to be a lab player. I just had to play the game a lot. And along the way, I played against really good players. They gave me pointers to the point where, you know, I minimized my mistakes and I can hold my own with tournament players. But Dead or Alive is not a very deep game, it is not. It's like, yeah, I'm going to lose against great players, like really good pro players, but it's like they won't get it perfect on me. If they do, then I fucked up. But I'll steal some rounds. I'll steal a round. I might get lucky and might even steal a game. You know, like I said, I might get lucky and steal a game. But overall, it's not like, you know, you going against a VF veteran or a Tekken, you know, a really good Tekken player, or, you know, a really good Street Fighter player. No, you know, the gap is not that wide. If you play this game a lot, I mean religiously, you're putting hundreds of hours in this game, you can go through a tournament and have fun and not get mollywopped too bad. Granted, there, like I said, you know, you got your hood list, you got, you know, even Emery Range, you got Crazy Steady, you got foreign players, you know, Theologica, you know, you got Excalibur Blades, you got Sonic Fox. Now, if you run into them, you're going to get murdered. Because these dudes, you know, they see the game at a whole different level. And their mind and execution is at a whole different level. You know, that's talent, that's affinity for the game, as well as putting in the hours to be good at the game. You know, even if you've probably been in the lab all damn day and study the games, you will have a hard time beating those dudes, because those are just those dudes. You know, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's hard. You know, I played against Sonic Fox in this game and got mollywopped, you know, online. I just thanked him for the experience. You know, what will I ask? You know, it was an honor fighting him, and, you know, he said, oh, no problem. You know, he went on about his business. But, you know, I got a few moves on him, but he you know, that was three quick rounds. You know, once he figured out, you know, my little tactic, my throw 50-50s and stuff like that, but his offensive pressure, I couldn't do nothing to stop it. Even with the, you know, the counter system and the break counters and stuff like that, you know, once he gets started, it's hard to stop. And his reads, his reactions are just on a whole different level.
We settle this. I'll play with you until you break.
I love this whole here. That coming, did you, Sammy? You did not see that coming. Nice counter.
Let me feel your pride.
And a boot kick against the wall.
Feeling disheartened? I'll make you cry some more.
I love her face, and I love her with this hair. Just use a 6-ish. Who knows? I might go through this and unlock an outfit.
There's nothing here for you.
I gotta go against her.
Now,
Kid, just to kill them all.
Get ready. Fight!
Elena Blinder attacks. Elena up, we'll put you in a blender. Wow. See that coming, did you? I didn't even see that coming. I just pushed the buttons.
You can do better than that, milady. You have to make it more fun for me.
Yeah. At least get around on this shit.
Down the hatch.
Now to business.
Yeah, that was funny. Gotcha. He has one of the best range break bows in the game.
Feeling disheartened? I'll make you cry some more.
See, for an old schooler, that is disheartening. You got that life lead. The person got a freaking sliver of health left. And then, instead of doing a combo to end you, it's just one button, break blow. Gone. Round over, gone.
I will finish this. Nothing personal.
Now to business.
Where the game is going to put the light. Character. Oh wow. Okay, now how y'all do it? There we go. Got your ass. That's some dodges shit too. Oh wow. Oh my god. Got it. Didn't think I would get him, but I got him. Oh, nice throw. Peter counters, like playing against like a
That was
DOA
absolutely awful.
yeah, Christy, I agree. That was awful. He countered too much. But that's the computer for you.
Yeah, I'm here to fight.
Now to business.
Not so fast.
Wow. Got it.
apartment. I'll make you cry some more.
Are you here to take me out?
Now to business.
God. Oh, you got me there, crap. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh, ow. Goodness. Again. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh, you dingling. For some reason he knew I was low. And he's so
Are you getting old?
yes, that was an ass whooping.
Let's move!
I'll play with you. Until you break.
Oh wow, she got me. She got me. Wow.
Get ready.
Those do quite a bit of damage in this game.
That was absolutely awful.
Let's get this party started!
Now to business.
Get ready.
Gotcha. Look at that. All that work, and I one button your ass and you're done. All that work.
That was
comeback.
absolutely awful.
And put him out. Just like that. And you got the top score overlay thing. Higher damage to combos, more combos into walls, and do that. Wow, I didn't get nothing. I didn't get nothing. I'll have to like take you back on that grind again. Christy. Okay, so I got that costume, which isn't a bad costume. I would rock this. I would rock that outfit on Christy. And then they gave her these whack-ass dresses. She gets a real skimpy stuff. I actually like these outfits they gave her. These are pretty cool. Fighters. Body costume, energy up, trading wear. Yeah. Give her the bob hair. The long hair. Go with the bob. Oh, enough points to get the bob. Enough points to get the bob. Yeah. Gotta pay for this character. So, yeah, why couldn't they just have these three already on disc? I know they probably did. I know they probably did. Definitely Yul Tingley was on disc. I admit, I like this Mai Shiranui model better than her DOA 5 model. They made her boobs bigger. This model is much better. And I think they gave her King of Fighters 14 attire. Yeah. King of Fighters 14 attire. So your $60 got you 7, 14, 21, 24 fighters. 24 characters is decent for a 3D fighting game. Can't really complain. It would have been good if you could unlock the cutscenes. This is so useless. You didn't get no video or nothing, just information and other bullshit. It would have been great if you could unlock, movies. They have Fight Viewer, watch a replay. This was that laggy ass battle I played not too long ago. Like a few days ago. I just wanted to test my Wi-Fi to see if my Wi-Fi was playable. No, it was not. Dude beat me the first time, and then I ran it back with him again. Beat the snot on the second time. He didn't want any more of that smoke, so he left. But yeah, it was like, I admit my bar was probably like between a 2 and a 1 bar. He had no bar. No bar. Which was weird because when I picked him, his bar was green, and then in our match, it was slow as molasses. Yeah, I didn't do any of the tutorials or the command training or the combo challenges. it's weird because back in the day, they never forced you to do all that shit. It was there. I admit when I was younger, when I had, you know, a crap ton of free time and I really wanted to get in, you know, wanted to get my money's worth out of a $50 game, because that's how much games were back then, $50 for a brand new game, $49.99, and you know, you played, when you bought a game, you played the shit out of it, and I played the shit out of majority of my, I guess all of my Dead or Alive games, up until this one. This one has collected dust. Yeah, look at that. Look at the amount of fights. 81 fights. And then my cousin went online, was using Hayate and just beating the shit out of people with Hayate. And he was just button mashing the whole time. That's what I thought was funny and kind of bad, was the fact he was beating people just mashing majority of the time. But yeah, that's... Ugh. These games, yo. Let's see. I don't think I have used. No. Actually, I should. I'm thinking about experimenting with Diego. I think I only used him once just to try him out. Because out of all his characters in his lineup, him and Nico are the only original characters. You know, so it is what it is. Help a costume. Issues, and I heard they added another move. Like every character got an extra move. But, I forgot who won the. Oh yeah, Hoodless won the DOA Championship League title. Yeah, check this out. You can turn off the water and sweat. You can turn off you can minimize the violence. You can get rid of the boob physics. And I think the other option they put in here is, I think you can cover up the cleavage. Like for people who want to, I guess, stream their shit, stream the game and don't want to get demonetized. So they put, was it under graphics? I don't think it was under graphics. I forgot what that option was under. But, yeah. I think I'll give Diego a shot in survival mode. I'll go under Street Fighter, because, this game's difficulty is not very difficult. I just went through the hardest difficulty back to back and didn't lose at all. You know, a couple of fights were actually challenging, but for the most part, they were just this game. See, the hardest Dead or Alive game was probably freaking Dead or Alive 4, and I was just on normal. I remember people on the boards would complain about how hard that game was on arcade mode. They were like, why is this game so hard? And then you had that cheesy ass boss, you know, Alpha at the end of the game. I admit, I lost a lot to Alpha, so I figured out her string.
I will do my best.
This is survival with Diego.
I have no time for games. Come at me with everything you got.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I know opponents can get rid of cover. I don't. Punch in the face. Use my item. stuff in the movie. He goes low. I might not be able to survive in the movie. Busted. I don't know what this guy can do. It was funny because I was watching Henry Rain's video and he picked it as one of the 5 easiest characters to use. I don't like this guy. He's a loser. There is no variance in his attack. Let's have a really good deal. Oh, make sure they hit me into the chocolate. It killed me. It was funny. He hit me. I went through the chocolate. And then killed my ass. Okay. Peter was like, oh wow. Good. And then they said that the underage girls didn't get the animation where when they get punched in the face. So that one was oh, great book. Shit, bro. You out, dude. I knocked her brains out. Hi, kid. Hi, kid. Most annoying dude in the game. Oh, I got a counter with him. That volleyball. Getting food started. I should have won the other. Sell it, man. Oh. A lot of damage. Killed him. Lady. Get out of here too. Ow, ow. Street brawlers. style MMA. Oh. There's the throw. That ran over. Girl. Herb stomping. Trade, she got me. 37 win streak.
You won't tell anyone.
And that was me just going ham on fools. Going ham. Wow. I think we're gonna have that record for a very long time. Fire level. 4 levels. Good job, D-Dago. Bro. Bro tag. Oh, man. Oh, that was fun. Oh. I will admit that Dead or Alive 6 is very fun to play. It is. It's very fun to play. The overall package did not impress me pleased with it, but it is a fun game to play. And with that being said, I am going to sign off. Thanks for stopping by.